Welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. Please visit us online at urbanyoga.org, on Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Stop by the tip jar, check out the schedule. YouTubers can subscribe to the YouTube channel for us. We have a lot of videos available on YouTube, various instructors, various lengths, different areas of focus or topics. So when you don't have time to be live with us on Zoom or in person, there are a lot of videos out there that you can use to practice with us. Let's start out today in a reclined posture. I'm going to put the soles of my feet together, let my knees splay out, and use blocks to support my knees. You could start like that, with or without blocks, of course. If it's not comfortable for you to have your legs in this shape, you can plant the soles of your feet on the mat and let your knees lean towards each other. You might just let your hands rest on the floor or on your body as you like. Close your eyes if you want to. Bring your attention to your breath, which will start getting deeper and slower just as you find your comfortable stillness and focus inward. Feeling your contact with the support underneath you, what's holding you up, how it feels. Taking in the movements and sensations of each exhale and each inhale. Scan throughout your body, check in all over, see how everything's feeling. And make mental notes, especially of anything that doesn't feel good today, so that you can bear it in mind during your practice, remembering that you're always welcome to skip or modify any part of practice. And during practice, when your mind inevitably goes elsewhere, drifting from focusing on your breath and your body, you can just gently redirect your attention as soon as you notice it's gone elsewhere. Come back to monitoring, cultivating what we call in yoga the witness self, witnessing your body, your practice, your experience, as many times as you need to redirect. In addition to this shared intention, maybe you have an intention for yourself for this practice today that you'd like to set. You can add that now. With our intentions in place, before we start to move around, let's share 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. If you have your legs situated as mine are with the feet together and the knees out. Use your arms to move out of that position. Nudge your knees towards each other. Let the soles of your feet rest on the floor. If you had blocks there, move them out of the way. And let's open with an energizing twist. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Reach your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up. Let your legs fall to the right and turn your head to the left. See if you can keep your shoulders grounded. And don't worry about how far your legs go. Bring it all back up through center. Cross your legs the other way. And let's twist the opposite way. Bring it all back up to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. Rock and roll, massage your back against the ground. Let's take a few simple full body stretches. Inhale, extend your arms and legs. Reach your hands away from your feet. Exhale, curl up again. Just follow the pace of your breath for a few more. And let's start to sit up. You could hug your knees and rock forward and back. Or tip to one side, press your hand to the floor. Use your arms to sit up. Get comfortable sitting or kneeling. Let your arms hang loose by your sides. Raise your right shoulder up towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. Bend your left shoulder up and back and down. Let your chin fall towards your chest. Roll your head in slow, gentle circles, ear towards the shoulder. Let it tip back. Other ear towards the shoulder. Back, down through center. If you find a tight spot, maybe pause, rock back and forth over the tight spot. When you finish the next circle, change direction. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin and look forward. Reach your arms out, rest your fingertips on the ground. Inhale, raise your right arm up. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your right leg and your right hand to the floor behind you. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to invite your body to twist further. Just as far as it seems helpful. Let yourself unwind, come through center. Inhale, lift your left arm up. And exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into your other seated twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, invite your body to go further. Let yourself unwind. Shift onto your hands and knees. However you want to get there, tip forward or tip to one side. Square things off. Reach back, press into the ball of your left foot. Relax that pressure a bit. Swing the foot out to the side. See if you can bring it in line with your hip or thereabouts. Exhale, sit back a little towards your right heel. Inhale, come forward. So start small. Pay attention to how it feels on the inner left thigh. That's a good indication. That sensation to make sure we don't go too far. So maybe the movements grow bigger. Maybe they stay small. And next time you come forward, stop there. And walk your hands further out. Allow your head to come down between your arms. Walk your hands about a foot to the right. Press away from the floor. Nudge your right hip towards your right heel. Walk your hands back to center. And then back in, closer, under the shoulders. Swing your foot out back and let your knee down. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head and tail go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tail come down. A couple more times. Cow pose. And cat pose. Come back through table. Reach back, press into the ball of your right foot. Knees off. Bring that foot out to the side, in line with your hip. Exhale, sit back a bit. Inhale, come forward. Remember, pay attention to the sensation on the inner thigh. And the extended leg, your right leg, so you don't overdo it. And stop. Next time you come forward, scoot your hands further out. Let your head drop down between your arms. Walk your hands over to the left. And press away from the floor. Walk your hands back to center line. And then back in. Bring your foot back into center. You bring your knee down. Take those cow cat breaths. And let's step the left foot forward. And then the right, come to forward fold, sway back and forth. Heavy head, heavy arms drawing down towards the floor. Bending one leg, then the other. Whatever degree of movement feels right for you. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, back down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms out. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, take eagle arms if that's in your practice. If you take eagle, then reach your elbows and hands forward and up. Inhale to open up. Exhale to cross the opposite way. Taking a couple deep breaths into the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, open. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Take hold of your left wrist with your right thumb and forefinger. On an exhale, bend to the right. Inhale to come up to center, switch the grip, and exhale, bend to your left. Inhale to come up, exhale, arms down. I'm pausing a moment. My video looks dark to me, and I think I can add some light. A little better. Some overhead lights in addition to the sun coming in. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Step your left foot back to a runner's lunge. Lean into your left hand. You can use blocks under your hands here if you like. Leaning into the left hand, inhale, reach your right arm forward, reach up, reach back, like drawing 3/4 of a circle. Exhale, reach up and forward and bring it back to the floor. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Then you can either let the back knee down and uncurl the toes or stay in runner's lunge. Inhale, reach forward and up. Crescent lunge, low or high, your choice. And you can change your mind anytime. Exhale, sink forward in your hips, draw your arms down to cactus. Inhale, glide back and reach up. A few more times. Exhale and inhale. If you're in a high lunge, don't let your knee go forward past your ankle as I'm doing here. It's okay in the low lunge, but in a high lunge with your center of gravity up higher, you can hyperextend your knee doing that. So you might choose the low lunge because your legs don't feel up to the high lunge, but you might also choose the low lunge for this deeper range forward rocking. Then from the top of the movement, let's twist to the left. Your right hand can always drop to your knee to steady yourself. If you get too wobbly. Come through center with your hands by your heart and twist to the right. Come back through center. Bring your hands down to the floor. If you have your left knee down, curl those toes under, and press into your foot to lift that knee. Now we're all in runner's lunge. Step your right foot back to your left. Downward dog. Pedal your feet up and down for a few breaths. Explore any other settling in movements you like when you first come to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Step your right foot back. If you like, let the knee down and uncurl the toes. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, sink forward, arms down. Inhale, glide back, arms up. as big or small movements as you like. And let's twist to the right. Come through center and twist to the left. Come through center. Bring your hands down. If your right knee's down, engage that foot. Press into it to engage that leg. Step your left foot back to your right. Gently nod your head. And shake your head. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, back down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank. Let your knees down if a shorter plank works better for you today. On an exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Pressing into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height feels okay in your lower back. Exhale, rock back and up to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, rock back and up. Take 3 cleansing breaths and make your way to child's pose. Scan your body, observe your breath, vary a child's pose, in any way you need to. Drink whenever you need to. Inhale, come forward and up, passing through table. Take your time to press back and up to downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Warrior one, step your right foot forward over by the edge of the mat. Bring your left foot near the other edge at about a 45-degree angle. So the right foot points in the same direction as the mat. Bend the right knee, aim it in the direction of the toes. Back leg stays long. Feel for grounding in the ball of your right foot, outer edge of your left foot. Bring your arms up. Let your shoulders down a little and turn your pinkies in towards each other. There's warrior one. And we'll play with some variations, some movement from here. First, bring your elbows to your rib cage. Lower your forearms parallel to the ground. Inhale, slide your hands apart. Exhale, slide them to the front again. A few more times. And raise your arms, bring your hands together. Maybe you're pointing where the wall meets the ceiling or thereabouts. Some angle like this. Keeping your lower body pretty still. Exhale, bow towards your right knee. Sweep your hands back. Inhale, sweep forward and stand up again. Let's do that a few more times. Exhale, bow, humble warrior. Inhale, rise. And from here, let's try one more, but take it deeper. Bring your arms out and down. Bring your hands behind you. Clasp your hands. Inhale, reach your knuckles towards the floor. Look up, lift your heart. Exhale, bow towards your knee. You can either let your hands rest against your back or reach them up away from your back. Release your hands, let them fall, sweep forward and up. Bring your hands to your hips. And let's switch sides. Right foot back, left foot forward, warrior one the other way. When you're steady on your feet, bring your arms up and let your shoulders down. Turn your pinkies in towards each other. Bring your elbows to your ribs. Lower your forearms. Inhale, slide your hands out. Exhale, return. And raise your arms, bring your palms together. Humble warrior, exhale, bow, reach back. Inhale, reach forward and stand up. Keep going, just follow your own breath. And then from here, let your arms come out and down. Interlace your fingers the opposite way, the non-automatic way, that counterintuitive way. Reach your knuckles towards the floor. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your heart. Exhale, bow towards your knee. Let your hands go, let them fall and sweep forward and up. And bring your hands to your hips. Come up on the ball of your right foot. Step your feet together. We'll play with some balancing. If you'd like to step over by a wall or some furniture to steady yourself, you may. Hands at your heart. Set your eyes on a fixed point at about eye level. Start shifting your weight from one leg to the other, leaving your feet on the floor. Bring the weight into your left leg. Turn your right toes out. Bring your right heel in and up onto your ankle. Stay there, or if you like, if it's in your practice, you could try putting the sole of your foot on your calf or on your thigh. Whatever height your foot goes to, the knee tracks out to the side. You can start over anytime. You can change your mind about where that foot is. You can keep your hands here or explore other expressions. I see my very shy friend, Ikpy, crawling out from under the bed. This unfamiliar setting, now he's going to speak up. We're watching two cats, and one of them lives in the drawer right here under the bed. Most of the time, he's decided to come out and see what's going on. He gave one meow and crawled back under the bed. He may make a cameo on camera. He may just vocalize more. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Bring your knee forward, let your foot down, and shake things out. When you're ready, hands back at your heart. Shift your weight back and forth a few times again. When you're ready, drop the weight into your right leg and turn your left toes out. Bring your heel in and up to whatever height works for you on this side. Maybe this side's different than the other one. Maybe you take the same arm expression, or maybe you do something else. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them to your heart. Pivot your knee forward and let your foot down. Shake things out. Come down and have a seat on your mat. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Let your knees bend as much as they want to. When you inhale, think of coming forward. When you exhale, think of lowering a little more. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs. Sit yourself up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your heels in close to your pelvis. Interlace your fingers. Hold your toes between your hands. Wriggle on your seat. Shift the bones in your seat closer to the floor. Tilting your pelvis forward, opening your hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips with a long spine. Take your time to see how far the long spine will go. And whenever it stops lowering, you can let your head lower and breathe into your hips. Hi, Ikpy. Inhale, slowly sit up. Keeping your feet together, move them further out. Big space between pelvis and heels. Reach under your ankles or over your ankles and walk your hands forward along the mat. And breathe into your back. As you explore this fold, I'm going to see if the cat wants to leave the room, maybe needs to visit the litter box. And slowly walk your hands back. Lift your torso and sit up. Use your hands to nudge your knees towards each other. Bring your hands to the floor behind you. Wiggle your feet out by the edges of your mat. Let your knees go back and forth. If you like, turn your head the opposite way as your knees go down. Our little friend has made his exit. Go wrestle with his brother. Let's come down onto our backs and set up for bridge. Feet hip distance apart. Heels close to your butt. If you like, place a block between your knees on the middle position. Press into your feet, inhale to lift your hips up. If you want a deeper heart opener here, clasp your hands under you. Reach your knuckles towards your heels, wiggle your shoulder blades towards each other. Similar to the bind we did in our humble warrior. If you're clasping your hands, let them go. Exhaling slowly, let your hips down. Float up and down at your own pace for a few breaths. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And let's make our way to supported bridge for a bit. Pausing at the top of the movement. Place the block under your sacrum. Come down to rest on it. Allow your body to relax against that support. On an inhale, lift up off your block, slide it out from underneath. Exhale, lower down. Move them out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll to massage your back against the floor. Grab your strap, run it under your feet and hold one end in each hand. Keeping your head and shoulder blades and sacrum on the floor. Reach your arms and legs up. Point your toes at the ceiling for a couple of breaths. Point your toes down towards your face for a couple of breaths. Let your feet relax. Slide them apart. Slide them back towards each other. Take your left foot out of the strap. Press your left heel and left calf against the floor. Flex your left foot back towards you. Hold both parts of the strap with your left hand. Reach your right arm out to the side. Draw your leg to the left, turn your head to the right. Let your shoulders stay grounded as your sacrum lifts away from the floor. We'll do a minute for each position here today. Sometimes we do 2, sometimes we only do half a minute. Today it's the 1 minute version. Come up through center, switch hands on the strap, press down on the front of your right hip. No, press down on the front of your left hip with your left hand. Let your limbs fall over to the right. Nice and gently come back up to center. Switching legs, lift your left leg, step into the strap, take your right foot out, press your right leg down, flex your right foot back, reach your left arm to the side, draw your leg to the right, and turn your head to the left. Come on up to center. Take the strap in your left hand, press down on the front of your right hip, let your limbs come over to the left. Nice and easy, come back up. Raise your right leg, draw your knees in, set your strap aside. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or your feet. And explore movement as you like in happy baby pose. Whenever you feel complete with your inverting, make your way to your final resting pose. Get comfortable. It doesn't have to be corpse pose. If corpse pose isn't comfortable for you today, find a resting posture that is. Close your eyes if you like. Focus on your breath. Slowing down, getting deeper. Back where we started. Maybe reflecting on an intention you had for your practice today. Maybe just letting your mind drift. Give yourself some deeper breaths. Start to move around bit by bit. Letting your movements gradually get bigger. Take your time, move mindfully. When you're ready, gently sit up. Bring your hands up by your heart. Thank you for gathering to share and practice today. Light within me sees and honors that same light within each of you. Namaste. Enjoy your weekend. See you next time.